What's going on, guys? Jacoborth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, coming to you guys with a video today that I thought some of you might find interesting. It's a video about 10 hotels and motels here on the Las Vegas Strip that are rather hard to find, and to the point that some people might say these actually feel like they are hidden here on Las Vegas Boulevard. So I'm going to go through a list of 10 hotels and motels here that are pretty tough to find on the Strip, or I should say they can be tough to find. Some are more difficult than others. Some of these places I'm about to show you guys, they're tough to find for a variety of reasons. Okay, one, if you Google search like a Las Vegas Strip map or Las Vegas Hotel Strip map, and you've seen a lot of those images before on Google or just on certain travel websites, they have a picture of the Strip or a 3D image. It lists all the different hotel locations on there and stuff like that. I have not seen one that has ever had all 10 of these places I'm about to show you on a map. Sometimes they have a few of these places. Even like the map for the monorail, their route map doesn't have all of these places on it. So some of these places are small, some of them are large, some of them are fairly well known. Others you might be like, that's a place on the Strip? And yes, it is. Some of these places also, even when you just look on Google Maps, don't show up unless you're really zoomed in on Google to try to find some of these places. You really have to know where you're looking. Also, some travel websites, like one of the bigger ones I'm going to show you in a minute, Vegas.com, when I looked on their site, doesn't even list this place as being on their website, which was surprising to me, given the size of it. Also, when you're on the Strip too, there's a lot of things that grab your attention when you're walking on the Strip, daytime or nighttime when the sun's going down and you have lights going on. You've got all kinds of great architecture to look at. You've got fountains going over here. You might have a volcano show going over here. You have tons and tons of stuff to look at. You got street performers trying to grab your attention and stuff like that. Especially if you're walking with friends, with family, whether you have little kids, whether you have elderly parents that are walking with you, they're obviously going to occupy a certain amount of your attention. So you could very easily walk right by some of these places and not even notice that you just walked by like a motel or a hotel or something like that here on the Strip. Now, if you've been to Vegas several times before and you've actually walked at some point, whether it's taking you multiple trips, all of Las Vegas Boulevard from the sign all the way to like the Stratosphere, there's a good chance you're going to know a good chunk of these places. But if you've only been here once, a couple of times, maybe you just come here for a convention, you stay at your hotel, you go to the convention center and you get out, you might be surprised to see some of these places here on the Strip and realize that there's that many other ones outside of these big ones that you constantly see being promoted. So let's go head over to my computer screen and I'll show you guys what there is here on the Strip that maybe you didn't know about before.
Okay, so right now we're just looking at the greater Las Vegas metro area. So let's zoom in and I'll go through these 10 spots that you guys probably wouldn't know unless you're really, really familiar with Vegas. So you can see as we zoom in some of the major hotels and spots that show up when you look at the Strip hotel maps, things like that. So we're going to go south to north. We're going to start over by Mandalay Bay area and work our way up almost to Stratosphere, but not quite. So let's zoom in here, zoom in a little more. As we zoom in more, we see more and more detail. And we'll zoom in, keep zooming in. Don't even have the first one yet. Zoom in. There we go. There it is. This place, the Diamond Inn. This is the first one I'm going to say people probably wouldn't even know that is on the Strip here in Las Vegas. So this place has 2.9 stars in its Google reviews, but on Yelp and TripAdvisor, it did not do so well. So let's give you guys a couple pictures here. This is what it actually looks like. So this right here, not the prettiest display of their building, but this is the kind of motel you're looking at here, literally on Las Vegas Boulevard, right across from Mandalay Bay. Hidden spot that most people who walk past it wouldn't even know the place is there. And it definitely doesn't show up in any of the maps I saw before. These first few I'm going to show you, I don't think I've seen any of them show up on maps when you look at those hotel maps and things like that, or on travel sites. Next up, we'll look at the Desert Oasis Motels, the second one. This one also has a picture of Mandalay Bay. This place also has 3.7 stars on Google, but again, bad reviews on Yelp, bad reviews on TripAdvisor, so take this with a grain of salt. We can look at some of their pictures too, give you guys an idea of what you're looking at here. And there it is. Motel. I've actually filmed videos like right here before to get the Strip in the background. And do they have another? But I think that's it. It's like the only picture of their property. See if we can get a view here. Yep, so there it is back there. Right here next to Mandalay Bay, literally in the shadow of Mandalay Bay, sometimes is this place. So that's number 2. We'll make our way over to number 3, right next to it, the Motel 8, right next door. It's another one, again, next to Mandalay Bay. Here's Motel 8. If you stayed in Mandalay Bay or walked the south end of the strip, you might have walked right past this and not even thought about it. They actually have a few photos here for their rooms, their pool, the bathroom, souvenir stores near it. So these are what their rooms look like if you just want something for the night at a motel like that. So that'll be number 3. Their reviews on Google here, 3 stars. They actually had similar ones. I saw some other sites, so that's probably the most accurate of the first 3 we've seen. Now we'll go to number 4. This is actually a hotel I think a lot of people do know, but this one, again, a lot of these maps don't show it. And even when I went to Vegas.com, they did not have this hotel on their list of all hotels. I don't even know that you can book a room through Vegas.com at this spot, and that is the Four Seasons. Now, the Four Seasons gets overshadowed a lot because, let me go to satellite here. This is a lot better picture. The Four Seasons gets overshadowed a lot because it's next to this mammoth Mandalay Bay, and you also have the Delano here. So the Delano connects to Mandalay Bay, and Mandalay Bay actually connects to Four Seasons. So I think because it's connected to Mandalay Bay here, it gets overshadowed a lot and doesn't get a lot of attention, although it actually has its own street right here, Four Seasons Drive. And you look, they have their pool here. I've been to this pool before. It's nice, it's pretty calm, pretty relaxing, way different than being over here at Mandalay Bay, which I think has 3, 4, maybe even 5 pools. One thing to note, I'm not sure if this is the case, but at Delano, I remember when I was at Mandalay Bay at the pool, hearing one time that Delano, they let their people at Delano who are staying there use all of Mandalay Bay's pools. I don't know if that's the case with the Four Seasons, but nonetheless, if you're just trying to chill out, this is a cool pool to be at. And this is obviously much nicer than the first few places we looked at. So the Four Seasons, the very south end. That's actually technically more south than the Mandalay Bay's hotel rooms. So this is right next to their pool area. Super pretty. The pool's right over here off to the left. So yeah, Four Seasons for number 4. And we'll zoom back out. We'll go back to map here, and we're going to have to crawl our way up the strip a little bit. So as you saw, I mean, what, 4 out of 10, 40% of the places that people oftentimes are hidden or don't know, they don't recognize, they don't realize these places are there at the south end. We've got some in the middle, and we've got some more at the north end. So we're going to crawl up here. Now we're going to start zooming in as we get towards like Planet Hollywood area and stuff like this. So we're going to come back here a little bit. Polo Towers. This is number 5 of the ones that a lot of people don't realize. Hotels on the Strip, and this has Las Vegas Boulevard as its address, which is kind of interesting considering it's set back off the Strip. So if you're coming here to Polo Towers, it's actually behind all of this right here, where it's behind like the Hawaiian Market, it's behind other places you can go get souvenirs and stuff like that here. So when you're walking across the street or walking up Las Vegas Boulevard, you know, obviously you got a lot to look at here. You got souvenir shops, places to eat, You got Waldorf Astoria. You got the Aria up here. You got the Cosmo you can see in the distance. You have Planet Hollywood you can see in the distance. And just back here is Polo Towers. So a lot of people probably just walk on the Strip right through here. And unless you're looking up and looking around, you're probably not going to notice this building back here over at Polo Towers. So, and this is another one that's bigger. They have 829 rooms, and I think it's 22 floors. I think they have penthouses on their 22nd floor. Look at this pool on the roof, though. They actually have a cool image of it I'll show you guys. So these are the rooms at Polo Towers. Look at this view. Look how cool that would be to have that rooftop pool overlooking the strip on a summer night. So it's not a bad looking spot inside. And the rooftop pool part is pretty cool too. But again, that's another one. Doesn't get as much attention as, an MGM or Bellagio or Venetian or something like that. And the fact, like I said, it's set back from the strip, set off the strip a little bit, makes it a little more challenging to see. So we're going to have to zoom in again to check this one out. It's another one. This is going to be number 6, the Travelodge Center Strip. So they have to say Center Strip because there's actually another one, so a little spoiler alert for you guys. They have a few travel lodges on and around the strip. So let's go back to satellite view. This one's ranked 3.5 stars, and those reviews seem pretty consistent, 3-star rating on other sites that I looked at. But you come right into here, and you see there's just this one way to get in on the street here. They do have a pool with a couple cabanas back here and that kind of thing. And they definitely spent some money having these photos taken. These are some nice photos. So these are what the rooms look like. Here's just a shot of the pool someone put up. And let's scroll down, because one thing that makes it hard to see is even the sign to advertise this place is actually set back from the street a little bit. Let's go down a little more. Here we go. So now we can look at the ground level. So here's the whole property that you were seeing earlier. You can see Polo Towers in the distance. But even here, it's kind of unfortunate for the Travelodge, is even this sign right here, look, it's not even like up here right on the strip. It's set back because you have a store here, a store here. So you could just walk by, be looking around at the sites, talking to your friends or family, whoever you're with, walk by, and you would never even see this big sign right here for the Travelodge that says everything they have that they offer here for people. So let's come back. That is number 6. And if you think that's kind of a tight fit to get inside somewhere, wait till you see the next one. So we're going to go back to overview map here, zoom out. And we're actually not going far up the strip. So did Travelodge. Now we're over here to Planet Hollywood, the Cosmopolitan. You can see the Bellagio fountains. You can't really miss those. But right in between the Cosmo and the Bellagio is this little place right here called the Jockey Club. Look at this spot here. Oh, we got 4.1 stars after over 2,000 reviews. A lot of people like this place. But look at the Jockey Club. So we're going to scroll down and take a look at some of the rooms they have. They do have their own pool, and they are connected to the Cosmopolitan Hotel. And I believe if you stay at the Jockey Club, you can use the pool at the Cosmopolitan as well. I believe you can. They do have kitchens that come with their rooms. Let's see. And if you get a room with a good view, you can catch the Bellagio fountains going at night or during the daytime. There's another part here I want to show. This picture, this is the chandelier bar inside Cosmo. That's not Jockey Club. Here's the entrance. It gives you an idea of how to even get into the place. There's one driveway I'll show you guys in a minute, and that's what takes you right back here. So let me scroll down and show you guys. After I get past the pool, get past the hot tub they have. This right here. So guys, so here's Cosmopolitan. Bellagio's right over here. That little road right there where these people are coming across, that is the street that takes you back to the Jockey Club. That one little road that you can cross in, about 3 or 4 seconds is how you get back to the Jockey Club here. So another one back off the strip, just tucked right in between 2 major resorts. A lot of people would walk by, probably walked by numerous times, just never thought about there being a place to stay. So that is number 7. We're working our way along pretty well. So let's go to number 8. We're going to crawl up the strip a bit more. And it's actually right in this area, and it's not even showing up right now. So let's zoom in. Here we go. So Best Western Plus Casino Royale. A lot of people just call this Casino Royale. Let's go to the satellite view here. And There we go. So right in all of this action here, where you have, you have the Link, you have Harrah's, you've got Caesar's Palace over here, the Mirage getting over, you have the volcano at the Mirage, getting over to this mammoth, the Venetian Palazzo. Just tucked right in between all of that is the Casino Royale. And just like the Travelodge, just like the Jockey Club, there's just one road to get in right here where you come back here, park in the garage. They've got a pool they offer and stuff like that. But this one, oh man, I walked past this numerous times in the strip and did not even know this place was here. I mean, because this is kind of you're coming down Las Vegas Boulevard. This is kind of a tight turn or a quick turn to make, especially there's a bunch of cars behind you. So you can come in that way or the back way, and that's just about it to get into this place. So let me click on it, and here's some of the images of the rooms and the pool and stuff they have to offer. But there is a ground view image here. You can actually look around. Here we go. So this is it, right outside of it. You have Outback Steakhouse, you have Ben and Jerry's, you have some other spots right around the corner here. So here's Harrah's. Right, you can see Caesar's, you can see the Mirage over there. There's the volcano, there's Treasure Island, there's the Venetian Palazzo down that way, and you're just sandwiched right between all of those. It's just this little spot right here. You got to go up through it a little bit and make a right to get in there. But yeah, Casino Royale, number 8 for spots for hotels that are in a lot of ways not easy to find. So we'll go up a little more to the north end of the strip here. Go past all of this, past the Wynn, past the Encore. We're going past Resorts World. We're even going past Circus Circus to take a look over here at the second Travelodge. So same company, obviously, as the first Travelodge, but a different property. So similar to the other one, where it's going to be cheaper than a lot of the other big properties. About 3 stars, similar to the other one as well. So has a pool that they offer here. It'll do the trick if you're just looking for a place to stay for the night. If you want to gamble, it's cool. You can just go right across to Circus Circus and gamble here. Souvenir store. Haven't bought souvenirs from here. I got a water there one time before I did a live stream. It was only like $1 or $1.50. It was a not crazy tourist price just to get a water bottle. So Travelodge, 2 of them on the strip that if you're just walking this way or driving this way, yeah, this probably wouldn't grab your attention compared to Circus Circus, especially at night when this is lit up and this really doesn't have much to light up. And last but not least, we're going to go down a little more, and this is the biggest one of the whole thing. The Hilton Grand Vacations on the Las Vegas Strip. This is by far the biggest of any of them. I think the Four Seasons has 424 rooms. It's like 43 floors or something. I think the Casino Royale is like 150 rooms. Hilton Grand Vacation, I actually called and asked. They said they had 1,500 rooms. They have 2 towers. One tower, I guess, is 27 feet, or excuse me, 27 feet, 27 stories, 20 stories, and the other one's 39. So this is a huge property here, but again, not a bunch of lights, not a bunch of, going to catch your attention as you come by, other than the fact that it's just huge right here. A lot of people, when they get to the north end of the strip, they go past Circus Circus, and they go to the Stratosphere, or the SLS. The north end of the strip doesn't get as much attention as the south end or the center strip. But this property right here is one. You see they got nice pools that they offer. Let me click on it so you can see. There we go. So they have actually a pretty cool looking pool. Rooms, more pool. That is a cool view. And there you go. You can see it in relation to these other properties on the strip. So there's a bunch of big players, a bunch of popular hotels, casinos down here. At this end, not so much. Part of the reason it probably gets overshadowed a lot by all these other hotels. So that is number 10. 10 hotels on the Las Vegas Strip. They all have an address that says Las Vegas Boulevard that are essentially hidden from maps. They're hidden from websites sometimes, and some people just walk right by and wouldn't even notice these places. So appreciate you guys watching. Links for these hotels are down below in the description. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I am Jacob. This is My Life in Vegas.